Alright, here we go. Welcome to Division Alpha West of Season 9 of the Nexus Gaming Series. We're still in the first week. We have tonight ReGen Anomaly versus the Wholesome Halfwits, whose name does not quite fit in the bar. That is unfortunate, but that is an entire W whether or not you see it. I'm your host tonight, Taco. And we're in draft. First game of the match is Tomb of the Spider Queen. Team ReGen Anomaly has chosen the map, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Team Wholesome Halfwits won the coin toss and selected first pick. First ban coming out for Team Wholesome Halfwits. Let's see if I can actually get names right tonight. Sylvanas, first ban. She is a popular ban this week. It must have something to do with the Nexus Anomaly with the towers. Also, she is pretty good sustained damage. A good overall general threat ban. Response ban from Team ReGen Anomaly, Zool. A good first ban if you don't have the first pick. He's one of the most popular heroes in the Nexus right now with his wave clear, his lane control, and the root. Maiev banned by Wholesome Halfwits. They must know something I don't know. I don't see a whole lot of Maiev, but then again, I don't play at the level these guys do. ReGen Anomaly, which I can only imagine is a reference to the Regeneration Globe Anomaly that was introduced this previous season of Heroes of the Storm. Ban Joanna, another solid ban if you don't have the first pick. Joanna, one of the most popular tanks in the Nexus. Crowd control, blinds, and she's almost impossible to kill. Why is this not showing? It is showing, but I'm looking at the wrong screen, so it's not showing. First pick for Wholesome Halfwits, Greymane, using the K9 skin. Ooh, Greymane, first pick. He is a heavy damage dealer. He's going to be squishy, but he's divey. Let's see how Team ReGen Anomaly responds. ETC, stuns, boops, moshes, or... well, this is a small map, so it'll probably be mosh pit. Kael'thas coming out for ReGen Anomaly as well. Super Carver looking to do something. Super there was gonna be a joke there with fire, but carving is knives and not fire, so that doesn't work. Ana comes out as the healer for team. This is gonna be fun, guys. Welcome to Spidershire. Ana and Mephisto out for Team Wholesome Halfwits. We go into the second wave of bans. Taco, get your stuff together. This isn't amateur hour. This is NGS. Mal'Ganis banned for Team ReGen Anomaly. That is somewhat of a choke ban at this stage. I don't know if they know of anybody that plays Mal'Ganis on their team, but having already picked their tank and already banning out Joanna, banning out another heavy CC tank for ReGen Anomaly puts Wholesome Halfwits in a bit of a corner looking for their tank. Wholesome Halfwits banning Malfurion, the other Mal. They already have their healer. A healer makes sense to ban here. And also Malfurion having those long, drawn-out heals is kind of a counter to Ana, who can stop burst healing with her grenade, but it doesn't last long enough to really stop Malfurion's healing. Stukov, similar process, can not pop his big heals until after the grenade goes away. Hanzo and Stukov picked up for Team ReGen Anomaly. Blaze tanking for Team Wholesome Halfwits. Who is their last pick? I suspect it will be some sort of offlaner, unless Greymane goes to the solo lane. It is Muradin. Oh, Muradin will be the tank. Blaze will be the offlaner. Or I could just be completely wrong altogether. Blaze may be tanking and Muradin may go bruiser build. Malthiel is a solo laner for Team ReGen Anomaly. It is just about time for us to roll into the first game. The reason I say Muradin might be built as the bruiser is because his Q, his hammer throw, if you talent into it at level 4, and it gets stronger if you talent into it at level 1. If you talent into it at level 4, it does increasing damage against non-hero targets, which the map objective is. So we have Kael'thas, Stukov, Malthiel, Hanzo, and ETC going up against Mephisto, Muradin, Ana, and Greymane and Blaze. It's time. Let's go.
Knows best.
Here we are in the Nexus. Once again, we're looking at Dr. Sigil, Dr. Sigelli.
Mother knows best.
We're looking at the dock on Muradin, Crooked Smile on Mephisto, G Money Drums on Greymane, Ana on Freckle Pants on Ana, and Tribulation on Blaze.
10 seconds.
Super Carver RG on Kael'thas, Tone Phone on Stukov, Shine Meister on Malthiel, Leish Marvul on Hanzo, and Ape Sandals on ETC.
Let the battle begin.
Preemptive healing darts going out on the Muradin. I don't think you can pre-pot those, but we'll see. A lot of sprays going out. Graffiti, no real damage. Starting to clear the ways. Malthiel and Hanzo both in their own lanes, getting that early soak. So ReGen Anomaly doesn't want to fight a 3v5. Blaze going down to his lane. 3-man roll up to the top lane. Greymane, Mephisto, and Ana. That's gonna make the Malthiel think again about going out that deep. But the rest of ReGen Anomaly does move up. Words are hard again. Both teams deciding to just work on their clear. It looks like Ana is going to go for grenade value this game. Kael'thas going with mana addict for the extra mana and also for the shield. Extra survivability for when Greymane jumps in on him. Hanzo going with Redemption, that's the basic attack build. ETC going Prog Rock for that extra heals for his team. Let's see what we're looking at. ReGen Anomaly soaking up the top lane while Wholesome Halfwits soaking up the mid lane. And then suddenly, like clockwork, everybody switches. Ooh, that's not the right button. That's the right button. Right now, we're just looking at a lot of back and forth. We will note, however, Hanzo and Blaze both soaking up XP in the bot lane on their own. And what do we have over here? We have Malthiel picking up the Bruiser Camp. Early Bruiser Camp, trying to get that lane pressure. Malthiel's good at this, but it does leave him low. If Team Wholesome Halfwits had noted that they hadn't seen him in their rotations, they may have suspected and tried to get a pick, knowing that Malthiel would be low at the end of it, but the safe play is to just let it happen and clear afterwards. Thinking along the same lines, you have Blaze and Greymane going down to pick the siege camp. Hanzo tries to scout. Doesn't look like he quite gets the vision on the camp in time. Blaze and Greymane picking up the siege camp. No problemo. Uh-oh. Blaze goes in on the Hanzo. He picks up tower aggro. Hanzo pushing him back, shooting through that armor with those arrows. I don't know how it works, but it certainly does. Blaze at about a quarter health, trying to stay in the lane. The mid lane, Muradin looking low. That's strange. Kael'thas walking out with about a third of his HP. And of course, right after I leave it, Malthiel comes in, ganks the Blaze. Blaze goes down. First blood, ReGen Anomaly. Hanzo at the half health. That is a gank, a successful gank at that. Greymane comes down, pick up Blaze's bones. Good doggy. Let's go bury them somewhere. More activity in the top lane. Muradin standing off against the ETC. He's going to try to get his 11 gems turned in. He does right now. Team Wholesome Halfwits does have a 36-16 gem lead on the objective. However, ReGen Anomaly has enough to turn in and secure the first objective. Big advantage for the push if they can establish that map presence early on. Both teams are level 6. Looks like ReGen Anomaly will get their level 7 talent before Team Wholesome Halfwits, and they'll probably be looking for a fight at that point, especially if they can get this turn in. They do. ReGen Anomaly with the first objective on Spidershire. These web weavers are going to come marching in, and again, these web weavers, big non-hero monsters, as the game would classify them. They will come to the lane until they meet an enemy minion, and then they will drop, and they will start pushing from there, losing HP by the second. Oh, Mephisto jumps in on the KT and the DPC, but not much happens from it. These spiders will also do a death wave, dealing heavy damage in a cone, and spawn their own minions to help tank the towers for them. Looks like Hanzo is going to be trying to clear that middle web weaver. Well, not Hanzo. The web weaver is on Hanzo's team. Greymane goes down to counter that push with Hanzo. Well, Muradin, Mephisto, and Ana trying to hold off the web weaver top. Muradin taking a lot of damage, gets way slowed down and gravity laps by the Kael'thas, but Muradin is bulky. He's just not gonna go down. Greymane gets the mid web weaver down. Top one goes down without much push. Blaze manages to defend his towers from the bottom web weaver. See, Muradin does look like he's going for a full survival tank build with third wind at the start. Muradin does go down, however. That's gonna hurt. Stukov hits way hard. Blaze walking out with low health. Team ReGen Anomaly up 2 kills to none. That's gonna be harsh. Way to keep the lead and hold the lead for ReGen Anomaly. Mephisto jumping in to get some extra damage on Kael'thas, and he bounces back to his shade. That's not his choice. It has to happen. Not getting a whole lot of extra damage out. Hanzo already completing his auto attack quest. Uh-oh, Muradin getting caught out by the ETC. He gets slid through. He gets stunned down. He's at a quarter health. He's still walking in. This is a mad lad, ladies and gentlemen. He goes in. Ana picking him back up to about a third health. Blaze coming into the rescue. ETC trying to bounce everybody away from the rest of his team. It would look like Wholesome Halfwits doing that risky engage for nothing, but they are able to distract long enough that they get the web weavers turned in. The lanes are still sitting in about the middle, so there's no pressure one way or the other, which is an okay spot to be when you're having your web weaver spawn. The bottom web weaver is spawning really close to the tower, however, so it will lose a little bit of effectiveness there. Team ReGen Anomaly retreating back to their fort, prepping to defend the mid lane web weaver. See what they can do to save their buildings. Mephisto trying to get some extra poke out. Blaze comes in. Muradin jumps in. He gets knocked out by the Stukov flailing swipe. They have ultimates already. Where did I go wrong on that? Looks like a big push from the middle lane. They're going to start getting some fort value on that web weaver. It goes down. A little bit of health off of the middle fort. All web weavers are down. Let's check out the damage. Nothing taken down in the top lane. The bottom lane is down to 1 tower defending the fort. And as we saw in the middle lane, the fort did take a little bit of damage. A little bit of skirmishing going on around the turn in as it pops up, because Team ReGen Anomaly does actually have enough to turn in again. Greymane looking low, getting scared. He jumps to the ETC and then tries to run out. Muradin getting caught. He gets slowed down. He goes down to the Hanzo. Muradin one step too far, and he pays the price for it. Speaking of paying the price, ETC turns in a whopping 31 gems as Kael'thas looks to turn in the last gem so they can get the next Web Weaver objective bonus. Again, lane's minions are sitting in the middle. They do push the mid lane minions out, so ReGen Anomaly will have their Web Weaver spawn at the gate. There's a fight over by the Bruiser camp for Team Wholesome Halfwits. ETC slides through the Mephisto and the Greymane catching them. The Mosh goes out. It looks like it gets interrupted, however, so not a whole lot of value out of it. Greymane gets gravity lapsed and then killed. Flailing Swipe to keep the ETC alive. Muirden jumps in. Muirden smells beef. He wants, well, I already said beef. It's what's for dinner. Meanwhile, the objective's not getting a whole lot of value still. It's early in the game. They're not that strong yet. They're being held off by the towers and the minions on their own. Kill count 4-1. Talent tier's the same for just another second before now ReGen Anomaly gets their level 13 talent. Overall, a solid push with the Web Weavers. No forts taken yet, but they do even up the map. Let's take a quick look at ultimates while Blaze tries to stay alive. Phoenix by the Kael'thas for aerial denial. Flaming Swipe for the CC and pushback. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Muirden gets caught in the gravity labs. Mephisto going deep with the shade. He bounces back. Heavy damage on the Kael'thas, but nothing but a little sip from the Fountain of Youth can't solve. Looks like Greymane going to get the siege camp. Blaze anchoring for him so that he can do that successfully. Malthael went Reaper of Souls to the execute. Flailing Swipe to keep the Greymane blazing. Muirden out. Muirden jumps in. He's looking for the stun. Phoenix goes out. Muirden looking real low. Muirden goes down to the Kael'thas. Greymane's cocktail quest is complete. Malthael goes down. That's a trade. Uh-oh, looks like Kael'thas is still low. Mephisto bounces back. He doesn't have enough time to finish off the kill on Kael'thas. And he took Durance of Hate, so he will not be able to secure that kill. He went for the front-loaded route. Hanzo with Dragon's Arrow for the stun. Mosh Pit on the ETC, as we saw a little bit ago, for the heavy, heavy AoE crowd control. As we said, Durance of Hate on the Mephisto. That's going to be a great counter engage. Mephisto turning in with 29 gems. He's seen by ETC. ETC probably going to go for the interrupt. There it is. He goes in. He stuns. Mephisto getting rooted in the silence. He's not going to... Oh, my goodness. He got out, and then he did. No, he didn't. Mosh Pit off the ETC. Catches Greymane. Blaze is unstoppable, though. Greymane getting caught at the dance party. He goes down. Muirden in the middle of a whole lot of the wrong color. He jumps out with less than half health. Overall, a 3-0 trade for ReGen Anomaly as Muirden does finally go down to the Stukov. Muirden did take Avatar for that big extra health pool. Nano boost on the Ana to help Mephisto out with his abilities. Go for the throat for the execute finishing damage on Greymane, and bunker drop on Blaze. Mephisto jumps in to help defend the fort. He gets heavy damage on the Kael'thas. Nothing's really going to happen, though, until he pops back. Stukov, seeing where Mephisto was going to end up, goes ahead and drops the silence, roots the Mephisto in the silence. That's going to be heavy damage, but nothing that Ana can't do with the right dosage, of course. Take your medicine, Mephisto. Take your medicine. Team ReGen Anomaly moves up to the top lane. They're going to try to get some pressure in the top lane as well. Greymane scooting around on his bike, his Tron bike, of course. That's copyrighted. I can't say that. Maybe I can. I'll have to get back to you on that. Looks like ETC trying to get some turn in. They don't quite have enough, but they're too shy if they got all their turned in. He catches them, the Muirden trying to interrupt him. He says, I'm going to deposit my gems. You better let me. Stukov helps him out. Muirden goes down. So much for robbing the ETC at the bank. Team Wholesome Halfwits does go for their Bruiser camp. As Team ReGen Anomaly does get the turn in. Wholesome Halfwits will have that Bruiser camp push against the Web Weavers. as they come up to the top lane to help defend, where Team ReGen Anomaly looks like they're trying to push, get that boss lane open. ETC going down to less than half health, and just like that, Stukov passes him the COVID, but this is the good kind. This must be COVID-20. It heals him back up. What a good pathogen. Webweaver looking to cast its Death Wave at the fort while Blaze and Muradin jump to the other side, trying to engage on ReGen Anomaly. The rest of the team having a little bit of a struggle following up. Ana keeping the Blaze up. Malthiel going in on the Blaze. He's not going to be able to get too much damage out. Durance of Hate catches the ETC and the Hanzo. Blaze tries to follow it up. Mosh Pit, 4-man mosh. Oh my goodness, that is the dream. Kael'thas goes down for it, but they get Blaze and Greymane. What a party by ETC. At the cost of that fight up top, they do lose their mid fort. They lose their bot fort. Those Webweavers are pushing in on the keeps. Stun onto the ETC by the Malfurion. That's not a Malfurion, that's a Muradin. Root on the Mephisto every time he jumps out and goes back to the shade. Stukov has his number. He manages to get out with double-digit health. That is remedied thanks to home remedies by Grandmother Ana. The top fort goes down. This has been a very productive objective for Team ReGen Anomaly. They've gotten all 3 forts on that one wave, drastically putting the map in their favor. They have an 18-17 level lead, an 11-3 kill lead. They also got the mid fort. Oh my gourd. Somebody do something. There is no pun available there. Somebody can fill me in later. However, Wholesome Halfwits do have enough gems to turn in, and it looks like they can set up, hopefully, for a double turn in if they play their cards right during this objective. ETC trying to get the interrupt. It doesn't work. Blaze does manage to turn in. The next set of Webweavers comes down for Wholesome Halfwits. They're staying in this game. They may not have the map control, but they definitely have self-control. They're keeping it together. Mephisto looking to stay alive with 25 gems. He'll definitely want to turn these in after the objective. If they can get this objective to push and get a second turn in right off of it, that could be the push they need to stay in this game. That top Webweaver isn't going to go very far, however. Mephisto gets caught with 3/4 health. He gets out. That dragon arrow barely missing from Hanzo. Turns of Hate goes out. He catches the ETC. ETC down to half health. He gets jumped up by Greymane. ETC 44 HP. Healed up by Stukov. No! He thought he saw the slaughterhouse and he got yanked from the line. That opera music will hold on for another day. Greymane getting away. No kill there, unfortunately. 3 ults out from Wholesome Halfwits. 3 ults out from ReGen Anomaly. It's still an even fight should it come to that. ReGen Anomaly with a 1-level lead. The Webweaver does make it up to the fort in the top lane while the other Webweavers are down. Wholesome Halfwits trying to get a structure out of this. Is it going to work? Stun on the ETC. Mephisto trying to put out all the damage that he can. Durance of Hate again out on the ETC. ETC still gets out. Blaze looking bad. He goes into the bunker, but Muradin in the bunker. Blaze comes out. Let's get some extra flame damage from the bunker. Blaze jumping out. Muradin, Blaze saying, I don't want any more of this. Greymane coming in to put the extra harass damage. Ana giving suppressing coverage. Another missed Hanzo ult. That's going to help Team Wholesome Halfwits get away. ReGen Anomaly trying to follow up. Muradin at half health now. Greymane at about 2/3 jumping in. He gets caught by the gravity laps. He gets a bomb. He gets a Reaper, not Reaper's Mark. I forgot what it's called. Last Rites. That's the name. But he survives it. ReGen Anomaly take an opportunity to take the bruiser camp of their opponents. Looks like Team Wholesome Halfwits is pumping out the damage in general over Team ReGen Anomaly. However, it doesn't look like it is quite enough. The difference in damage is made up for the difference in healing. A little bit of skirmishing over the right side of the map. ReGen Anomaly trying to take control. Wholesome Halfwits trying to maintain their buildings. This keep looks like it's about to go down, though, in favor of ReGen Anomaly. The Phoenix almost finishes it. Good job, Minion, MVP. That last hit from the Minion does take out the keep. He's going to pay for it with his life. ReGen Anomaly, I hope you hold a memorial in his honor. That Minion was clutch in getting that keep and map pressure down. Moist Weenus with the raid with 7 viewers. Thank you, Moist Weenus. Double Damn with the taco emote. That's the kind of emote I like. We got a big turn-in trying to happen here from Muradin, Mephisto, and Greymane. It's just not going to be enough. Mephisto manages to get the turn-in. If Wholesome Halfwits can get this turn-in, that'll hold them in the game. If ReGen Anomaly gets it, that's probably the nail in the coffin. Durance of Hay goes out. Blaze jumps over. Muradin jumps around. Blaze in the bunker. Muradin trying to get the damage on Kael'thas. Both teams are level 20. The difference in levels now won't make much of a difference. It all comes down to the plays. EDC dives or slides in, gets slept, can't mosh. Mephisto gets out. Blaze dashes in. He doesn't catch anyone with the stun. He gets picked up in the Kael'thas queue. He takes a lot of damage. Muradin picking up the front lining. ETC with the slide and the mosh. He catches a healer and the tank. Both tanks. Greymane goes down. Ana stays alive. The healer goes down for Team ReGen Anomaly. Stukov is out. All ults used on Team ReGen Anomaly in exchange for 3 kills and a healer lost. That's a huge play for them. Durance of Hate ready again. Nano Boost ready for Ana. But what's this? With the 4 alive, ReGen Anomaly goes up for the boss instead of turning in. They can do both, however. I imagine they'll get the boss and then get the turn-in. Have the Web Weavers push with the boss through the top lane, take out that last fort, and push into the core. This core does stand up for itself, however. The core will push out Death Waves in a cone, dealing a decent chunk of damage to heroes hit by it, along with its additional splash damage on its auto attack. We'll see if this Web Weaver and boss is enough to put the nail in the coffin for Wholesome Halfwits. Mephisto and Ana trying to hold on to that keep. Muradin finally comes back alive along with Blaze. Greymane's going to join him too. Stukov has a long way to run to join his team. It's a 5v4 under the boss for right now. Web Weaver's on their way. If they're going to do anything, this is probably the time. Wholesome Halfwits goes in on the boss. Boss at half health, pushing on the core. Team ReGen Anomaly just making their way around. They don't want to hard engage. They want to poke down the core. They want to push for the win. Boss finally about to go down. Web Weavers have joined the boss. Muradin jumping in on the Durance of Hate on the Hanzo. Hanzo silence. EDC slides in. He stops the Mephisto, but the core goes down before the fight really happens. Game goes to ReGen Anomaly. Oh my Lanta. Oh my goodness. ReGen Anomaly with the first win. That's the wrong screen. That's the right screen. Here we go. What a fantastic match. Not match, we're in the match. What a fantastic game. All right. All right, so the next map will be Infernal Shrines. Let me make this happen. This is the first time I've been setting up the lobby, so please bear with me. Infernal Shrines picked by Team Wholesome Halfwits. Did that work? Let's find out between games. That's working the way I expect it to. Hells yeah, boy. I'm not playing Artanis. That was from, man, I haven't played this game in like 4 days. Holy crap. That's not the right screen either. Custom games. I'm good at this game. I promise. I've made it through the tutorial. Infernal Shrines. Create lobby. Lobby link. What a fantastic game, though. That was busy all the way through. Lobby mode, tournament draft. I'm good at this, I promise. And first pick goes to Team ReGen Anomaly. I am struggling right now, I'm sorry. All right. Hang on. Let's get people on the right sides. Crooked is supposed to be with Carver. Okay. All right, I think I got this right. Wait. This is awful. Okay. Hang on. I'm having so much fun messing this up. This is awful. Tribulation swap with Tone Phone. Crooked swap with Carver. Freckle swap with Lay. This is awesome. Money Dream swap with Shinmeister. Doctor swap with Ape. Thank you. Right. Thanks, Murda. Thanks for the follow. Also, thanks for thanks Hackers Remotely for the follow. That name is a little bit scary for me, but that's fine. All right, let's get into this. The teams are in the right spot. I'm getting stuff figured out. This is fun. Both teams are ready. Let's do this. Infernal Shrines. Oh man. And I get to do this again in a little bit. I am streaming another match here later on tonight at, I believe it's 11:30 Eastern time. Oh, thanks Murda for the shout out. I appreciate you, bud. Zool first ban for Team ReGen Anomaly. Stukov, first ban for Wholesome Halfwits. That's a respect ban if I ever saw one. Stukov was ruining Mephisto's day, in my opinion, from what it looked like. I don't actually know for sure because I'm not Mephisto. But frankly, I'm glad I wasn't Mephisto. And I think that is a fair assessment. So Vaughn is banned again. She is popular. I need to start playing my girl again. My dog is actually named Sylvanas. I don't know which came first. Based off of ages, probably the Dark Lady. But my dog is more important at this point. ETC, the respect ban comes out for Wholesome Halfwits. Joanna, first pick by ReGen Anomaly. When you don't ban the Joanna, you can expect her to get picked up. She is a powerful tank right now. She is a powerhouse. I believe there was a song about her. Oh wait, she's a Crusader, not the Amazon. Cassia is the Amazon. So Joanna clearly is not the brick house.
I'm here to help.
Jaina picked up on Team Wholesome Halfwits. Big area damage. Kerrigan picked up as well. She's going to be jumping in. She's the Queen of Blades. She's going to be looking to tear ReGen Anomaly a new anomaly. I think I used that word correctly. I don't know. White Mane and Li Ming come out. Let them know that Striker Li Ming is a banned skin. Grey Mane ban for ReGen for Wholesome Halfwits. Ana banned by Team ReGen Anomaly. That's a respect ban too.
So it begins.
Deckard Payne picked up for Freckle Pants. Do we have a clarification? Anybody in the audience is still there? Do we know the official reason why Striker is banned? So we have Tyrael and Deckard Cain picked up. Last picks for Team ReGen Anomaly is going to be Raynor and Ural. That is a bulky front line with Joanna and Ural. Raynor with the self-sustain. Depending on the Li Ming build, she's going to be a little hard to kill as well. Last pick. Looks like they're gonna need an offlaner to help frontline. And it's Deathwing. Deathwing picked up for Team Wholesome Halfwits. That's gonna be presence. That's gonna be not just map presence, but that's also gonna be objective presence. He's got a lot of clear on the objective. But he cannot be healed by his own team. But fortunately, he won't also accidentally pick up Deckard Cain potions. So that's nice. Tyrael, Deathwing frontlining. Joanna, Ural frontlining. Jaina and Li Ming bringing the mage damage. Raynor and Kerrigan bringing the sustained damage. White Mane and Deckard Payne healing. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Here, let's do this real quick. Let's.
Good
on
day, my
Team
friend.
Wholesome Halfwits, we get Tribulation on that's not Deckard, that's Deathwing. Tribulation on Deathwing. Freckle Pants on Deckard Payne. G Money Drums on Jaina. Crooked Smile on Kerrigan. Dr. C Jelly on Tyrael. Super Carver on Raynor. Ape Sandals on Whitemane. Leisham, I can't read that anymore. Leishar. Leon Lee Ming. Tone Phone on the Joanna, and Shinmeister on the Ural. Reading is hard. I need to go back to school. Deckard Payne setting the potions up nicely. A breath coming out from Deathwing early on. Raynor and Ural soaking lanes again. Again, ReGen Anomaly starting with the 1-3-1. Wholesome Halfwits tries to adjust. 4-man gank on the Ural. The Ural's beefy. She jumps away. She dodges the CC from Kerrigan. She's going to get out just fine. 4-man moves back up. They find Joanna on the way there. Joanna holding her own against them, though. Getting healed back up from the Whitemane. Whitemane has the potential for huge heals with lots of mana efficiency as long as she does it right, but then again, who isn't good if you do it right? Tyrael going back down to lane with the Ural. Tyrael the Angel, Ural the Space Goat, coast to coast, going from the bot lane. Oh, looks like she's trying to get some map pressure. 4-man for, nope, never mind. Belay that. Kerrigan also looking for that same kind of map pressure. Raynor and Deathwing exchanging blows in the top lane. Deathwing jumps out, bites Raynor, takes him down to a 3rd health. Raynor says, "No, thank you, sir. Please, sir, may I have another? Next time, maybe." He comes out on his slug. He looks at Deathwing. He turns back around. We got a 4v3 back in the mid lane. Hero looking for an opportunity to engage. He throws out El Druid the sword. He jumps to it, and he comes back. No real engage there. Deathwing looking for an opportunity to jump in. He says never mind. Siege Camp pushing for not ReGen Anomaly, into ReGen Anomaly. Siege Camp pushing for Wholesome Halfwits in the middle lane. So they move down, 4-man down in the bot lane to pick up the Siege Camp. Ural looks to see if she can do something about it. She says 1v4. I may not be able to count very well because I don't have enough toes for it, but I know that I don't want to take this fight. I don't want my goat to get got. Woo. That is not how I meant to move that. There we go. Condemn out from the Joanna, picking up the Kerrigan. Ice Lance out from the Jaina, trying to do something about it. No one really wants to play yet, though. Setting up for lane presence during the objective. Team Wholesome Halfwits goes to get their bruiser camp to march top during the top objective. Objective is spawning. Again, when this altar is activated, your team needs to capture 40. By capture, I mean kill. This is a game of slaying. I must admit, no way to beat around it. You must kill 40 of the Guardians at the altar in order to spawn your Punisher, nicknamed John Cena. This will be a Molten Punisher. It is probably the least impactful of the Punishers, however, its damage is not as predictable. Looks like Team ReGen Anomaly looking to push the bot lane instead of contest at the objective. They don't want to deal with Jaina's AoE clear. Li Ming has big damage, but she doesn't really have the AoE to deal with the objective right now. It does look like she's going to go orb build, however, so that will help later on, dropping them long bombs and turning fights so that they can go for the objective after a fight. Wholesome Halfwit's going to clear up that objective just fine. ReGen Anomaly doesn't take out much down bot, looks to take out the wall in the tower in the mid lane as John Cena does spawn in the top lane. John Cena is on fire as a reminder. He jumps on the Ural. He starts beating up the Ural. This is not fake, however. Ural just shrugging off the damage. Molten orbs coming out of the Punisher. Punisher transitions back into PvE mode, goes to push on the fort. Looks like, oh my goodness, Wholesome Halfwits catches out the Whitemane on a rotation though. They're rolling as a 5-man death ball. Whitemane looked like she must have gone down, as frail as she is, really, really quickly. Raynor coming to try to get some vengeance. Joanna trying to get engaged. Blind out. Wholesome Halfwits saying they don't want any of this fight though. They're gonna take their Whitemane kill and be happy. Deathwing pack top, soaking up. Looks like both teams are going to try to get their camps again. Again, get some lane presence established. Both camps get captured at about the same time, about 3 seconds in between. Joanna looking to engage, gets a condemn on the Jaina and the Tyrael. Jaina gets popped by that orb. It is confirmed, Lee Ming going orb build. Then nothing happens. This is a sad day for Taco. Taco gets all excited about a fight and then they don't fight. That's like UFC getting canceled, man. Oh, Jaina walks in. She's getting beat up by the Tyrael. Raynor providing suppressive fire on the Tyrael. Joanna going in with the shield and the condemn. Tyrael jumps out. No problem, man. Lee Ming coming down. Team ReGen Anomaly looking to get that siege camp. Ultimates are out. We have Hyperion for the pressure. Disintegrate on Lee Ming. Ardent Defender. Divine Reckoning and Blessed Shield looking for a hard engage by Team ReGen Anomaly. We got Summon Ultralisk, Lornado for counter engage, Ring of Frost for probably counter engage, Sanctification to help the counter engage, Big Orb on Kerrigan, and Bellowing Roar for the fear. Looks like ReGen Anomaly's going in on the full dive engage. And Team Wholesome Halfwits saying they want none of it, going full disengage / counter engage. Jaina taking a little bit of damage from the Raynor. She fights back though, because this isn't just a dress. This is war paint, battle armor. There we go. Joanna pulls in the Tyrael. Tyrael walks away. Raynor running for his life at half health. Root goes out from the Deckard Pain. It doesn't look like it catches much of anything. Kerrigan saying, well, I'm going to jump on these minions and settle for that instead. Both teams rotate up to the middle lane as the middle objective is getting ready to spawn. They're trying to get some clear and pressure right around where they're going to fight. Big orbs coming out from Lee Ming. Objective is up. This time ReGen Anomaly taking control over the objective. Tyrael comes in to try to contest it. He gets a little bit disrupted. In comes the Deathwing with the drop. Joanna on the hard engage on the Kerrigan. She still has Blessed Shield up though. Not anymore. Big stuns out on, I can't even see him anymore, on Kerrigan and Tyrael. Deathwing Cataclysm across, disrupting the fight. Everybody's at about half health. A missed fiery breath from Deathwing. Tyrael looking not gonna escape. He gets ghosted. The Angel going away. He blows up on the Whitemane. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage out. Kerrigan slowed by the Whitemane. Raynor finishing her off. Looks like Team ReGen Anomaly 2 kills to 0 on the fight. 2 to 1 on the game. Is going to be able to push Wholesome Halfwits out, taking control of the objective. This objective looks like it will go in favor of ReGen Anomaly. Wholesome Halfwits looking to figure out what they can do. Jaina going for the siege camp. She's gonna at least have that push into the Punisher to try to counter the objective.
Blue team has summoned an arcane Punisher.
John Cena jumps on the Tyrael. Deathwing drops down into the fight. Punisher focusing on the Tyrael, not taking a whole lot of damage. That's probably the way they want it. It is an arcane Punisher, however, that arcane is going to do a lot of ambient damage. Deathwing going back up to fight with the Earl up top. There's not a whole lot of damage exchange though, however. Punisher about to go down, trying to focus down the fort. Fort's at about 10%. Punisher goes down, fort goes down. Wholesome Halfwits dodges a lot of potential extra damage they can take from that Punisher. However, the fort does go down. That is the first fort of the game that will establish catapults first for Team ReGen Anomaly, and they'll start getting that passive XP bonus. Wholesome Halfwits needs to find a way back into this. Wholesome Halfwits does go for the bottom siege camp to add pressure. ReGen Anomaly smelling the shamans going. No, those aren't shamans, those are spear throwers going down. They come to try to contest. They don't get there in time. However, they will be able to take out the camp before it can do any productive push damage. Siege camp pushing mid for ReGen Anomaly. Wholesome Halfwits comes up to do the same to their camp. Deathwing coming down. The Lord of Destruction, the leader of the Dark Dragonflight, breathing down on those goats. He's looking for dinner. He leaves them at about a third health. So Hyperion goes out onto ReGen, from ReGen Anomaly onto Wholesome Halfwits, trying to get some extra damage on the fort. It's enough to take it out. That's 2 lanes. Fort down in favor of ReGen Anomaly. The map is looking pretty blue right now. ReGen Anomaly having the presence and the pressure. Team Wholesome Halfwits having to figure out how they're going to hang in. Kerrigan looking to go online, it looks like. I'm sure she's ready to start going crazy, diving onto the enemy and start finishing people off. Jaina going in for the Bruiser camp, getting ready for this next objective as well, which should start the countdown any second now. Kerrigan getting a little bit extra clear. Team ReGen Anomaly also gets their Bruiser camp. Both teams looking for a pick. Both teams not wanting to get picked. Don't want to stray out too far. ReGen Anomaly with the 4-man in the top lane. Euro goes down to counter the push from Deathwing. The Bruiser camp finally capped for Wholesome Halfwits. They need to come up and defend this fort, otherwise they're going to be down 3-4 to none. Tyrael gets caught, but then so does Raynor. Ring of Frost goes out. It's going to miss just barely, and Sanctify coming out from the Tyrael. Root from the Decker Pain. It misses, however. Raynor walking away with not very much health. Ultralisk trying to chase him down. Tyrael goes down first, however. Pops damage on the white main, puts her at half. Jaina goes down. Also, Joanna getting caught in the scroll from Deckard Payne. Not a whole lot happening from it, however. ReGen Anomaly up 2 kills to none on Wholesome Halfwits. Now in the bottom lane, Deathwing's fighting with Yrel. A whole lot of nothing going on. Yrel putting a little bit of damage on Deathwing, knocking off his armor. While Kerrigan and Decker get the siege camp. ReGen Anomaly establishing control at the objective. Li Ming putting some poke on the fort. Well, her team gets the Punisher. They're over halfway there now with Wholesome Halfwits not doing anything to contest. They're probably deciding to give the objective and get some push. If they can get pressure in the bottom and the mid lane, they might be able to turn this game around. They're looking for a big turnaround right now if they want to stay in this match. Deathwing dropping in on the Joanna. Joanna walking out. She says, no, thank you. I'm not trying to fight dragons today. She gets the Demon Punisher instead. That's going to push for Team ReGen Anomaly as it beats up on minions like the bullies in school beat up on me. No, they didn't. Punisher moving in on the fort. It is a frozen Punisher, and as you saw, it did disable the building for just a moment. Hyperion goes out to provide suppressing damage onto the fort. That is still a very healthy Punisher. We have a 5-man push onto the keeps, towers, and gates for ReGen Anomaly. John Cena jumping over the ropes onto Tyrael. Tyrael taking the beating, being kept up by the Deckard Payne. Roots go out from John Cena, suppressing the building, suppressing the forts. That's the same thing. Rooting the enemy so he can beat up on Kerrigan. That's not nice. We don't beat up on girls in this channel. And for that, John Cena does go down. That'll teach him to beat up on the Queen of Blades next time. Team Wholesome Halfwits does manage to keep their keep. ReGen Anomaly, see, I can't get names right. ReGen Anomaly going to get their siege camp, trying to put that pressure back on. Wholesome Halfwits looking to defend a siege camp that's not there. Joanna sitting in the bush, but ReGen and Wholesome Halfwits knows about it, hoping to get a pick, but they know the rest of ReGen Anomaly is right behind. Uriel jumping in on the minions. She's making a big impression on those guys. Oh, murder bush set up for Joanna. Joanna seeing the body block. Wholesome Halfwits not wanting to take it. Cataclysm out on the Deathwing. He gets behind into the back line. He jumps back in trying to get the white main. They're trying to pick off the white main. Condemn goes out on the Joanna. This is 4-man Condemn. Deathwing almost dead. He's down to his last set of armor. Sanctify from the material. Gets the, what's his name, Deckard Payne out. Blind. Root goes out from the Deckard Payne. That is a 4-man Root. Hyperion pushing on, trying to defend ReGen Anomaly. Kerrigan did go down, however, for Wholesome Halfwits. That is a 1-0 fight in favor of ReGen Anomaly. They're up 5-1 kills. Talents are the same. Buildings are not. The map is not. There is no vision on the rest of the map for Team Wholesome Halfwits. ReGen Anomaly running this map like it is their own personal playground. Big globes coming out from Li Ming now. That's going to be big damage on whatever they hit. Deathwing ate the spicy peppers today. He's got that flame breath going on the minions. I'll let y'all look at talents now. Looks like on the back end of the talents, Deathwing going for those Q talents. Team ReGen Anomaly getting the bruiser camp in the enemy territory. Suppressed. We got a suppressed Kerrigan from White Mane. Raynor finishing her off. Queen of Blades goes, I don't know if I can make that joke. Queen of Blades going to have to pick up her knives. That's a much better one. And at level 20, Li Ming does pick up Archon. She's going to put a lot of heavy siege damage out as long as she's able to stay out of range of things like that dragon, that fiery breath, which she does. She's going to have that consistent disintegrate going out. Lornado out from Deckard Kane, trying to get some separation off from the keep. The next objective is going to pop up, though. It's in the mid lane. Jaina trying to get some clear. The rest of ReGen, not ReGen, Wholesome Halfwits trying to keep everything off of their keep, while ReGen Anomaly in great position to set the map in their favor. They're going to pick up this bruiser camp while Ural starts the objective. Ural and Whitemane taking on the objective while the rest of their team does pick up that bruiser camp. Now they're going to start wearing it down. Team Wholesome Halfwits looking to come in, but Deathwing's in the bottom lane. So this is a 4v5. Tyrael finds the Li Ming sitting there. There's no engage, however. Joanna coming to defend the Li Ming, beating up on the Angel. Deathwing in the air, raining fire from above. He's raining fire. He's gonna land in. He picked up the talent to get all 3 level 7 talents, so he can do everything with his death drop. And vulnerability comes out. They pick Deckard Kane killing the White Mane. But Jaina going down in response right after finishing her quest. Kerrigan goes out. Joanna goes down. Cataclysm went out. Tyrael looking low, trying to pick off the now unstoppable Ural. Deathwing dies, but after taking out the Joanna. That is a 4-for-2 exchange. All ReGen Anomaly has to do is tap another Guardian for the objective. They're going to wait as long as they can, however, it looks like, because the longer or the more time on the match time, on the game timer, the stronger that objective is, and they're in no danger of Deckard Kane being able to clear the objective in time, so they're just going to wait until the other team respawns. If they do it at all, really, they just need one more. Let's look at talents real quick while they start pushing, and we're waiting on death timers. Li Ming did go full orb build. I don't know anything about Uriel. Divine Reckoning and improved Divine Reckoning. Joanna getting the extra shield. It looks like Team ReGen Anomaly is finishing up the objective now. Kerrigan going for extra damage on her basic attacks. Perfect gems on Deckard Kane. And yes, he did take Scroll of Stone Curse along with that improved spell power. So his roots on his Scroll of Sealing are doing heavy damage. That's probably how he finished off that kill. The Punisher does finish off the keep. It's gonna jump in. It's going for the team. It hits Tyrael. Tyrael taking the brunt of that damage. The Punisher missing about 1/3 of his health. This is an all or nothing fight for Team Wholesome Wholesome Halfwits. Deathwing jumping in. Raynor getting away with missing the chunk of health. It comes right back. Divine Reckoning out from Whitemane. Gleaming does pick off the Tyrael. Tornado trying to get separation. The Root goes out, catching the Ural. Raynor missing most of his health. Jaina almost dead. The breath out for zoning from Deathwing. The Punisher jumps Jaina. She had no health. She gets taken out. The reset off of Li Ming. She's able to pick off Deckard Cain. Cataclysm comes out from the Deathwing as a latch-ditch effort, but ReGen Anomaly does finish off the core, sweeping the match 2-0. Congratulations to ReGen Anomaly. Oop, that's the wrong window.
Hello.
Hey, congratulations. Which one of you do I have?
Carve is in the house.
You do? All right, you did send the captain. Sorry, I'm not looking at the Discord channel at the moment. Let me go back here. Congratulations on the sweep.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be honest, you got the second tier interviewee. We really wanted to send our coach, but he's not here right now.
Oh, well, that's all right. I'm happy to have you. Was your coach not playing? He's just
No,
a coach,
he was
not
not
a
playing.
player? Oh, well, well, you were
we'll
there,
pretend
so you
that's
have
true.
the best information.
Yeah, something like that.
So, you swept. This was your first match of Season 9, right?
Correct, yes.
You swept your first match. How does that feel going into the season?
Felt really good. We've been playing some Heroes Lounge, and it's nice to come over here and keep doing pretty well. It kind of was a little worried at the beginning because we had so many people getting off work like right at 8 Central. So we all snuck in there at the very end though, so that was good and played well and just kind of let the team do our thing.
You did. Y'all did play well. A couple of things that I noticed during the first match on Spidershire, the objectives did go back and forth, and it looked like it was pretty even until y'all took down the first building, and it just started snowballing from there. And just to make sure, because I play mid gold level, and I want to make sure Division A, which is you guys, y'all are at like high plat, low diamond, right?
Most of our team is Masters or High Diamond.
Well, poop on a cracker, right? So y'all
Totally. I couldn't have said it any better myself.
So y'all are playing at a very high level. And so the way I see games and the way you see games is part of why I like casting these higher division games, is so that I can learn things from you guys. So,
yeah, for sure.
So it looked like things were going really back and forth, but the fort falling was able to really start snowballing you guys.
Yeah.
Is that where y'all felt the momentum, was that first fort, or where did you really feel like you had that game? Because the objectives did go back and forth, but I noticed the map was never red.
Yeah, the objectives were pretty poor in that first game for us. The first two, it's rare to get the first two objectives and not get really any value from those. So
Did
what
y'all
we
get
just
double
made
turn
sure.
it? I thought they went back and forth the first time.
No, I mean we got one, they got one, we got one. But to get our first two objectives and not really get much is definitely uncommon. But
right,
we really made sure to read the map and just check positioning. So whatever they would give us in the first game, we'd make sure that we were in a different lane, trying to get some value, trying to get some towers, trying to get the wall, trying to get maybe half down on that fort. Doing the same thing in match number 2. Deathwing down bottom. We actually did a pretty poor job of that. Deathwing down bottom, objective up top. And we should have been pushing mid, but just trying to get as much value as we can from where they weren't while it was even was kind of our objective
like in that second game on Infernal Shrines, you just let them have the first objective, and y'all decided to push instead. And then the second objective, they did the same thing. They let y'all have it, and they pushed, and then that one rolled more for y'all. And from there, I don't think they got another Punisher.
No, the plan going into the first one, the second match, but the second game, but the first objective was the whole time to just be pushing and trying to get value. So we got a tower down bottom, and towers are just so brutal now.
They are. Is that why the
so
Sylvanas ban? Just as
yeah,
an
yeah.
interjection.
If
Okay.
we're not gonna get Sylvanas, we're probably gonna try to ban Sylvanas. They did the exact same thing to us first game.
I need to start playing her again.
Yeah, she's broken. So the first objective, the whole point was just to try to get as much value as we could while they were trying to get objective. And so we got one tower down bottom, one tower mid, got a side wall, stuff like that, which I mean in the grand scheme of things isn't a whole lot, but when you're kind of chipping away at it, the advantage there is the next time we get an objective, if you think about it in mid, I believe the second objective was mid. We only had one tower mid fighting us, so we were able to clear that other tower pretty quickly.
Uh-oh, I lost him. Hang on, I lost you. I hit a button and I regret it. All right, can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, good. I fixed it. I accidentally hit a button on my computer and it said "Screw you, Taco."
Oh, hey, I lost you. Yeah, sorry. I probably talked for a solid 2 minutes there without you.
No, it wasn't long. You said y'all had one tower fighting against you mid.
Yeah,
That's the last
so
thing I
just
heard.
getting really just trying to get as much value as we can where we can, because every little bit counts nowadays. So that was just kind of our MO for the first 2 games, was just to try to get what we can and what they would give us, and not overextend. In the past, that's how we've lost games. If you watch us play Storm League, we not all of the time, but if we get out to a lead, there's always a chance that we just kind of take it like we're playing randos on Storm League and we'll be just fine, and then we overextend and it costs us. So
you had to be
just trying
careful
to get
not to
value.
get overconfident.
Almost spilled my beer. Yes.
Oh
yes.
man, don't do that.
I wouldn't ever dream of it.
So
So I've got a question for you. What bourbon are you drinking?
This is actually what is it? Ultra Premium Select Club Pecan Praline.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
That's some Caston bourbon right there.
You popped over to the stream, huh?
No, you had said it.
Oh yeah,
in
I did say whiskey,
one.
didn't I? Um, um. So, yeah. I lost my train of thought for a second. So you're going into the first match, or you just came out of the first match, I should say. What things did you see that your team did really well, which is probably easy to see coming out of a sweep, but also more importantly, what do you need to improve on looking at this match?
I think the biggest mistake that we had was Shenmeister just throwing on their camp. It was really a stupid move, and I think that was really risky for us. And honestly, that was possibly the dumbest thing that I've ever seen. No, no, I think going back to that moment though, that was a really good call. We were just a little bit behind. So, we're a new team. We've played together for a while as friends, mostly in real life. But just kind of getting those comms down is something that we can definitely improve on.
Kind of like
I think we did
those...
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep finishing what you're saying.
Yeah, I think we actually did pretty dang well on comms, but there was some times where we definitely struggled a little bit. So I guess if I had to take something from those two matches, it would probably be just making sure that we're kind of all on the same page. But I mean, there were so many things that we did well. There was one time where I got dove by I think it was Kerrigan, and I was
She kept
just
jumping in on you
absolutely,
guys.
oh man, I was just wrecked. And Ape Sandals really saved the day there, and I think we turned what should have been me dying for sure into 3-0
Yeah,
kill
there were some
comp.
crazy
So
fights, and I thought they had fantastic engages, and y'all just turned them around. But yeah, what I was gonna say
yeah,
about the Euro call is when I'm with randos, one of the things I try to impress upon them if I'm talking to them, which I should be all the time, but I'm not, is a good decision, or rather, a bad decision with the team is better than a good decision by yourself every single time.
yeah, my college soccer coach often said the wrong decision at the right time is better than the right decision at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So doing
Well,
things together
if we're going back
really
like
helps for
that,
sure.
my high school football coach always said, "If you give 100%, even if you're wrong, do it 100%." So yeah, same.
Yep, go all out, bro.
Yeah. So the other thing I want to ask in particular is at the beginning of this season, is there how do you think you fit in not fit, but how do you think where do you think you sit in your division, and what team are you most concerned about?
um, truth be told, I don't really know where we sit in our division. I'm not super familiar with most of the teams that we're playing. So I really don't know. If you would ask me how we fit in our Heroes Lounge division, we have 10 weeks of evidence to kind of kind of decide and base that guess on. Um, I don't really know how the teams in our division did uh, last season. Truth be told, I think we decided to play a day or two before the registration closed.
Oh
So
wow.
I haven't done a lot of research um, on the other teams. So I really don't know. I would think that we should fit pretty well. But we played a Div A East team and got beat.
Okay.
So I mean, there's definitely the possibility of losing. Um, but I mean, the way that we played today was very crisp. We made the right calls. We played as a team. We made sure that we could take what we were given and we weren't kind of forcing it. If I had to pick a team that I was watching out for in
Yeah.
our division, it would be our arch nemesis,
Uh-oh.
ReGen Retro.
ReGen Retro.
ReGen
So
Retro.
and I take it the team name is about last season's Regeneration Globe Anomaly, right? Nexus Anomaly.
Actually, I'm gonna shout out to Murda real quick. Murda RG casting the game of the week right now.
Yeah, we're actually about to
We've
go there
been
after this interview.
okay. We were ReGen Anomaly before the anomalies came out. So we've been ReGen
What?
Anomaly for about a year and a half.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what is
not to
ReGen
brag, but
Retro
he
then?
nailed that. He nailed that.
So I gotta ask, what's ReGen Retro then? Do you know?
So I believe ReGen Retro's team name comes from some of the guys that were a part of ReGen a while ago and then came back and then formed a team. So
Okay.
if I'm correct, that's why they're called Retro.
Well, that
They
makes
also have a
sense.
really dope logo. So I think our logo is pretty sweet. They have a pretty sweet logo too.
All right. Well, I definitely look forward to seeing the growth of your team, especially as a new team. As a new caster, as a new team, I'd
Yeah.
definitely love to see y'all do well. Not well, not in a you know what I mean. I'd like to see y'all grow. I can't. I don't play. I'm
You
not
want
gonna
us to
play.
win it all. I get you. I appreciate that,
I
man.
can't
Thank
play
you.
favorites. I'm not gonna play favorites, and I don't have favorites because I'm not on a team. So,
Okay.
but I definitely look forward. I like to see people that play together grow well together and improve, even if it doesn't necessarily result in overall success. Improving on your own, improving as a group is success no matter how you look at it. So that's
For
something I
sure,
do
man.
look forward to seeing from everybody. Are there any other shout outs you want to get to before we finish up?
First shout out has to go to my mustache. It's pretty great right now.
That
Second
quarantine
shout out,
stash.
it's fresh. It was yesterday. Um, But the big shout out has to go to the team. You know, we played in Heroes Lounge together just to kind of have some fun. Threw it out to play an NGS, and I love these guys. They're awesome. They're fun to play with. I think it's a really good testament to what happens when people are focused and when mistakes are made. We're not hopping on that person and harping on them a whole lot and yelling. It's just, let's fix it and go. So got to shout out the boys. Special shout out to my assistant captain, Shen, who is the best assistant captain anybody could ever ask for. Shout out to our coach, Exerted, who's the man. And shout out to Murda, RG, for all of his support. And shout out to the whole ReGen community and my wife, who may be watching this game right now.
Would your wife be Mrs. Carve in chat?
She is, yes.
Okay, because she just said, as you said that, I better get a shout out. ...
Ooh,
Carve.
I called that. Yeah,
You are
big shout out.
Yes.
She's looking great tonight, I must
Husbands
say.
gotta stay alive. Tell you what.
Yep, they gotta stay alive. One last shout out, and then I'm done. Shout out to Tone Phone, bringing me into this game, starting me in the competition scene. This is our last hurrah. He's moving, and it's gonna be sad to see him go. And I appreciate you
man.
casting, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. This is when I got out of the Navy, I was actually looking for casting jobs, and then I did other things.
Okay.
And now I'm about to go into an actual job of what I used to do in the Navy, but having the
Nice.
opportunity to cast is fantastic. And I think it's going to be much better as something on the side than something that I love turning
Yeah.
over. So I'm really excited about this opportunity.
Nice,
Speaking
man.
of which, I am casting another game tonight. So if y'all are interested in watching, also all of you viewers, we are going to throw it over to the the NGS game of the week. But I will be back in about an hour with -10 armor, and I believe it is Team Tryhard.
Ooh.
And so we will be coming back here in about an hour. But until then, I'm going to throw you guys to the Nexus game of the week. Please, please, please do the caster review. I cannot get better unless y'all fill those out. And if you missed the match or parts of the match, you can check my highlights, and it will also be posted over to YouTube.
Hey, El Taquito is Spanish for the taquito.
That is correct. It is. I am the taquito. In that form, call me. Hey, thanks for the follow, man.
I got you, bro.
Call me Taco. That's how people will find me. If you put El Taquito, that'll also work because that is the channel name. All right, let me figure out how to work Twitch, and I will throw you guys over to Nexus Gaming Series. See y'all in a little bit.